Buy a house. That's the American dream. But in places like Austin, Texas, that dream has gotten a lot more expensive. What a lot of people don't realize is the American dream used to cost about $30,000. Today, the median home price nationally is pushing over $400,000. And in Austin, many homes are well above that, especially in areas like Westlake, Bee Cave, parts of the Hill Country, downtown area. And at today's mortgage rate, a family often needs to earn $110,000 or more a year just to qualify for the average home. That's one reason the National Association of Realtors recently described the market as a new housing crisis. Home sales have slowed sharply. At one point, sales dropped 8.4% in a single month, the biggest decline since early 2022. At the same time, prices haven't fallen the way many people expected. The median home price recently reached about $397K nationally, one of the highest January prices ever recorded. So now we have a strange situation. More people want homes, fewer people can afford them, and the market starts to freeze. Here's why. First, we have something called the lock-in effect, which essentially is keeping millions of homeowners from selling. So during 2020 and 2021, people locked in rates around 2.5 to 3%. If they sell today and buy another home, they would likely face rates closer to 6.5% or higher. That could mean doubling their monthly payment for a similar house. So instead of selling, they just stay put, which means fewer homes hit the market. And so when supply stays tight, prices stay elevated. Second, the U.S. simply doesn't have enough homes. Depending on the research group, the shortage is estimated somewhere between 2 million, 5 million homes, even as high as 20 million homes. The exact number here isn't the important part. What matters is this. Every major study agrees the shortage is massive. Austin has felt this firsthand over the past decade. The city exploded with population growth, new jobs, tech companies moving in, but housing construction hasn't really kept up with demand, which means competition stays strong even when the market cools. Third, the people getting squeezed the most are the ones the system is supposed to help. First-time buyers, young families, working professionals trying to build wealth. Sales of homes under $250,000 are collapsing across the country. But the higher end market is still moving, especially in desirable cities. So in markets like Austin, it's not unusual to see $1 million homes selling while entry-level buyers struggle to get in. The bottom of the market freezes, the top keeps climbing. Fourth, many politicians blame large investors for driving up prices, but analysts estimate institutional investors represent only 1 to 3% of the housing market. Even if every one of them disappeared tomorrow, it would not suddenly build millions of homes, it would not drop mortgage rates, it would not make housing instantly affordable. The core issue is still the same: supply and affordability, and both of these take years to fix. I learned something about real estate that you can't wait for the perfect market. You don't buy homes hoping prices would skyrocket. So you buy more and focus more on income producing property. The rent covers the mortgage. Cash flow paid every single month. Appreciation is just a bonus. So if you're an investor, most people wait for the market to feel affordable. The problem is the market rarely waits for people to feel comfortable. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Housing inflation has quietly created two very different groups of people: those who already own assets and those who still trying to buy them. The first group is experiencing the wealth effect. The second group is experiencing the housing crisis. And unless housing supply increases dramatically, that gap will likely keep getting wider. So my advice to my buyers in the Austin, Texas area is play the long game, even if you're an investor. So right now you can't look at just a small picture. You have to think, how long am I going to live in this house? If it's going to be at least 3-4 years, then it's usually a good decision. But remember, all real estate, especially in the Austin area, is so hyper local and hyper situational. You have one area in Austin, one little neighborhood that you can have, multiple offers, bidding wars, and then another area, the house will sit forever. It's very house specific. So if you're interested in buying, relocating to the Austin area, reach out and we can dial in a perfect number for your dream house. The American dream is still alive and well. It's just takes a little different way of looking at it. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and I hope to see you in your dream house.